Hey y'all, welcome back to Babeinlibrary. It's your girl Lisa, and today we are doing the ABCs of romance. Now this is a collaboration video with a ton of booktubers, so I will tag everyone down below in the description. But as you all know, I do a lot of collaborations from Beccie from @BexRead, so she got a lot of booktubers to come together to do an ABC challenge. So each one of us may do something a little bit different. There is someone that is doing the ABCs of mafia romance. You have someone that is doing ABCs of fantasy romance. Me personally, I'm going to do the ABCs of book boyfriends. So each one of the letters of the alphabet is going to be the start of a name of one of my book boyfriends from the books that I have read. Now, I will be honest to say that there are two books that I am going to mention that I have not read from, but they're next on my list, and I have already been introduced to these characters, and so I know that they are my book boyfriends just from how they showed up in previous books. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my main man, who is Angel from Easy Like Sunday Morning. This is by Kyan Bell. Angel is that man that is like, I will cross an ocean for you. If you are somewhere that you need me, or you're too far from my grasp, baby, I am going to ride out, and I'm going to start a war in another country to get my woman back. Literally, he has those vibes. He is the president of a motorcycle club, and his woman, Easy, goes to Africa. She's like, oh, I'm going to run away from you. Baby, there is nowhere that you can go that Angel is not going to get to you. And when I tell you he lit it up, that's my man. A for Angel. B is going to be for Benjamin, better known as Bunty. So this is from Tastes Like Shakar, which is a Nisha Sharma book. I have Benjamin on this list because I love a man that can cook. Like, there's nothing more that I love from my love language than acts of service. And cooking for me is one of those acts of service that I cherish near and dear to my heart. Now, Bunty is a professional chef. And what I love the most about Bunty is not only does he cook, but the man can eat, if you know what I mean. That throne scene is going to forever have a place in my mind. Nisha Sharma did that. Like, literally want to say ate, left no crumbs, licked the plate clean. That is the type of man that Bunty or Benjamin was in Tastes Like Shakar. So B for Benjamin. Now C. I'm pretty sure that this is my favorite book of Kenny B. Ryan, and I have talked about this ad nauseum, so there is no way that you did not think that C was going to be for Canon. Oh my gosh, this man, he is an artist. Like, he is serious about his craft, and he knows beauty. Like, the man knows what type of woman that he is going to dedicate his life to, that he goes so far as to take caretaking to the next level here. This man is all grump and hard edges on the outside, but in the inside, he loves, and he loves hard. And I fell in love with him. And again, the caretaking scene, that is probably one of my favorite tropes, is like her comfort. And the way that he showed up for this woman in this book made me love him forever, to the point of where, like, I was sobbing. Like, this is probably one of my top five, if not number one. I absolutely love Canon, and I love the way that he loved on his woman. So C for Canon. I'm a little perturbed because D is missing. Like, I can't make this up. D is for Damien's Windsor, which is our male main character, Damien. Now, I have this book somewhere. Now, Damien is playing games with me. He's hiding, far, because he knows I'm on him like white on rice. Damien is the type of man that he is going to put his woman on. Like, whenever he's talking about his business, he is hyping his woman up too. Like, he knows a good thing. And he is such a good man that he still has a very good relationship with his ex, the mother of his child. And it's very platonic. Like, he wants the best for her and he's asking for the best in return. He will drive 4 hours to go see his child. He'll make sure that his woman, Windsor, is included and she feels incorporated. Like, the man truly has great morals. And like I said, he is going to ride thick and thin, especially for his woman and the people that he loves. And I just love that Damien is like slept on. No one ever talks about this book, but I'm going to make it my mission that you all read Damien's Windsor, because y'all have to meet Damien. Now, he can't be your boyfriend because he's mine. And I already share him with Windsor. So like, we're at capacity, babe. Now, we're going to move on to E. Now, I am late to the train here. So I understand that I really can't claim Dr. Ezekiel Green like everybody else, but let me tell you, I'm going to try. And that is from Somebody's Wife by Robbie Renee. I'm going to be honest. I heard about Ezekiel in the streets. The man, he's out for everybody. He is capturing everybody's heart. But let me tell you, he could be found in St. Louis, and that's where I am. So if anybody's going to get dibs from him, it's going to be me. And baby, I'm waiting. I'm waiting my turn. I have a feeling that I can find him teaching at Harris Stowe, which is our HBCU here. And if that's the case, maybe sign me up for a class. I said that I was never going to school again, but if Dr. Ezekiel Green is on campus, when they do the roster, I'm going to say present, sat, ready for the syllabus, sir. Ready for lecturing, sir. I am ready for Dr. Ezekiel Green, because the man, he said, all you have to do is drop a pin, drop the location, and I'm there. You got my location 24/7. And definitely, Mr. Green, E for Ezekiel Green. Let's go ahead and move on to F. Now, I'm going to tell you, this one, I'm not really sure what to qualify it as. They're in college, so I'm going to say it's new adult. So I'm going to make an exception for this. But I'm going to say Finn. Finn is such an adorable character that, like, I really do love how Deanna Gray writes her men. Finn is someone who really warmed my heart over because he has amnesia, and he may have literally lost his memories. Like, he's lost his mind. But one thing that he hasn't lost is the ability to know when a good woman is in front of him. Like, he made a comment about him loving, I believe her name is Naomi. Yeah. Him loving Naomi twice in life. Like, he loved her before he lost his memory, and he loved her again afterwards. And when I tell you that there's no better man, because he had her in his home. Like, she is a roommate. This is a roommates to lover situation. And to make sure that she felt comfortable, he went and he bought a lock for her door and put it on. Like, I want you, but I want you to feel comfortable allowing me into your space. I want you to know whatever you need from me, like, I'm going to be there for you. And I just love that he had the emotional intelligence to do that. And for him to be able to do that in college, baby, he's going to be a monster when he grows up. Like, F for Finn. Let's go ahead and move into G. Now, G is for Grayson from Elevator Pitch. Now, y'all, Grayson, that's a sneak attack. Y'all never will see this coming, because Grayson is your techie babe. Like, he owns a dating app. He has been married, so his heart has been broken. But he is willing to risk it all again. He is willing to give his love and attention for the white woman. And it just so happened that she is like 98% compatible with him. Like, and that was before they took the test. This man is down so bad that to be in her presence, he will literally read whatever book that she's reading just to have a conversation with her in the elevator. If she goes out of town, he's going to link up with her friends and be like, hey, I want to do something special for her. And I know she loves books. Let me build her a library. Excuse me, sir. You know that she has some difficulties being in social environments, and you know that she has a routine. So she is going to eat at a restaurant every single day to really acclimate herself to being out in public. And you literally will make it your mission to go to that place where she eats every single day just to see her smile. Not even to have to sit down with her and interact with her. You just want to lay eyes on her and let her know, I want to be in the spaces that you're at. You want to listen to the music. You damn near Grayson want to get in her skin. And I love that. G for Grayson. Let's move on to H, because H, my man. Let's talk about Hunter from Reclaim Me. Now, y'all know one thing about J.O. Seekers. She could have every one of her men pick a letter in the alphabet. Like, literally every one of them could have taken up space on this list. But I made it my mission not to duplicate authors, because there's a ton of authors on here that could have spaces. But I wanted to diversify my ABCs. But I had to put Hunter on here. I love Hunter for so many reasons, but nothing more than he wants to make sure that Jade feels like she is in control. She has been with a man, but that, you know, in between Hunter, because this is a second chance romance. Hunter comes back into the scene and he's like, oh, you've been dealing with someone who is trash, who never appreciated you, who used you and used you to fuel his dreams. Let me tell you, I'm going to support your dreams. I'm going to make sure you never have to feel like someone has control over you. You want a dance studio? I'm going to buy it for you and make sure that it's in your name, that I give you the keys, that you never have to feel tied to me. Oh, you have a little person that you love and that I love now as well, because she is an extension of you, meaning that she is also an extension of me. And I'm going to make sure that you know I'm going to follow your lead. However you want to play this, just know that you don't have to do it alone. Hunter is just everything that I love in a male main character and more. So H for Hunter. Now I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest. The I was tricky for me. I have not read a male main character with the name I that I've absolutely loved enough to say that he was my book boyfriend. So that left me with only one character to be like, okay, well, reasonably, he can go on this list. And that's going to be Iceland from Back Down Memory Lane. Now, I'll be transparent to say I did not love Back Down Memory Lane. It was probably like a 2.5 for me. But Iceland, he is just something about him, right? Like, I will tell you this. Iceland started off extremely strong in this book, which made me feel like I was going to love it. Iceland was a man who had a vision and a plan. He said, my woman has had to work too hard and she is too young and she hasn't had a chance to live the soft life. And I want to be able to provide that for her. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to go ahead and get my pilot's license so I can own an airplane company. Now, while he's out, she gets amnesia and he's like, you may not remember all of the things that I promised you and you may not remember me, but I'm going to do my best to get you back and we're going to walk down memory lane together. That is the type of man that Iceland was. And for that, I have to put him on the book boyfriend list. So if you're looking for I, that would be Iceland from Back Down Memory Lanes. Now, one man who screamed, hollered, and yelled, hey, I deserve to be here. That's going to be Julian from Ella Gets the D. Now, I want y'all to know that this is an older woman, younger man trope. And so, y'all going to put respect on Julian's name. This man is a lawyer who knows the law. And he is ready to put his bravado out there to deal with Ella's ex-husband. Now, the man said, yeah, you've got an ex and he's playing dirty. And I know the legal ramifications of dealing with you in the state of DC, because if you don't know, in DC, if you cheat on your spouse, you're breaking the law. It is against the law to step out. And so Julian said, hey, I know the law with a fine tooth comb. And what I'm going to do is we are going to be in each other's orbit. We're going to be in each other's space, because this is a best friend's little brother trope. And he's like, yeah, you're my woman in my mind. And I'm going to please you without even laying a finger on you. We are going to be able to have this dance and this romance without me getting into any trouble. And I'm going to also be the man that your ex won't ever be. I'm going to step in. I'm going to help your kids. I'm going to give your son someone to look up to, because I am going to be the role model. I'm going to give you everything that your man wouldn't do. And we were clawing for Ella to get the D. Let me tell you, there's a kitchen counter scene that is living rent-free in my mind that put Julian firmly on this list. So if you're looking for a book boyfriend and you want to have him be a little bit younger, check out Julian from Ella Gets the D. Now, Kay is going to be Kyrell from Colliding with Fate. Let me tell you, this one is everyone's best book of the series. Now, for me, he's not my top, but I will tell you there is something specifically about Kyrell that makes you understand this is a man. Like, he is in between some family trauma, and he's like, I just need a little bit of reprieve. And Quinn steps in to be that for him. Now, I will tell you this. I love a strong FMC, and that's what she is. And Kyrell needs that, because one thing about him is the man can get around. But it's not until he meets his match with Quinn and he's like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's cool. Kyrell is like, yeah, I'm not going to make you feel like you need to be locked down, but I'm going to make you understand I'm that guy. And he is a phenomenal friend. He is the best friend to Harlow, which they share Quinn. And Kyrell is giving it his all emotionally. And that's one of the things that I can say about him. This man is in tune with his feelings. He is connected with his people. And he understands he doesn't want to lose a good thing. And he may make some mistakes, but when I tell you he makes it up, this gentleman right here, I can understand why people love him dearly. Kyrell is, and any man that A.A. Valdez has, is really going to be top tier. So for that reason, Kyrell is going to be the K that you need for this ABC challenge. Y'all know. At this point, y'all should understand that Lance is going to be the ultimate L of a man for my ABC book boyfriend trope. Now, Lance, you would think, okay, Lisa, it's not that big of a book. How much could he make an impact on you? When I tell you that there is no better brother in this series, Lance will sacrifice everyone that he loves dearly to be with Allison, I believe. Yeah, Allison. Lance said, I love my mama to my core. She gave life to me, and she's going to always be the woman that I will forever be indebted to. But she does not come before you. That is how you know you need to make somebody your husband. When he understands that you are the woman in his world and that he is going to sacrifice, and not even saying that he has to sacrifice, because one of the things about Allison, she never makes him make the choice. She's actually going to sacrifice her love. But he said, no, I didn't ask you to do that. I want to be with you. If you can't give me the dreams and the things that I wanted, my dreams will change, because when I met you, everything that I believed I needed in my life changed. All I need is you to be by my side, and we're going to make our new future. That is the type of man this man is. Lance is truly husband material. We're talking about book boyfriends, but this is somebody's husband. And I love Lance. So for Elle, if you're looking for someone that is husband material, Give Me a Reason by Stephanie Nicole Norris is what you need to pick up. Moving on to M. Now, I have to get this book in my hands because M could only be Mason Boone. Y'all, Mason is a person that he loves so hard that he will put himself in harm's way. He will make sure that he's going to risk his career because he wants to protect and sacrifice you. He is going to face the wrath of his family because he has stepped in to provide for you. This man, when we talk about coverage, Mason Boone is it. Mason Boone is a constant type of man. He is the epitome of a stand-up guy. So if you're looking for a book boyfriend that is going to weather the storm, and he's going to come out all right, and he's going to be coming out, you know, with protecting and covering you, Mason Boone is that guy. Now, N was very hard as well, and I was searching high and low. So I also need you all, if you have a character with the name N that you recommend that I read, put it in the chat, because all I could come up with was Nico from Witches Get Stitches. And I say that lovingly because Nico is a werewolf shifter, and Nico has loved Violet, and Violet is my gal. Like, I love their second chance romance. It started off like as like a one night stand, but they have been fated mates. And Nico can sing the draws off of somebody. And let me tell you, I didn't think that I really needed a singer until I read him talking about like serenading her, and I was like, okay, my ears are perked. Nico, what you got? This man loved her so openly that he didn't care how silly he looked. He wanted just to be around her. Like, he was drawn to her from the moment he saw her. And he was like, yeah, you may hate me, but I'm going to love you through it anyway. Like, Nico was not deterred. This is a forbidden relationship. Like, we literally, your kind hates my kind. And I do not care, because I want you regardless. Even if our natures are not aligned with one another, you're it for me. You are my yin to my yang. And when a man could say that he is going to do everything despite what his nature is telling him to be with you, who am I to second guess that? For that, I'm going to choose N for Nico. I went back and forth between who I wanted to be O. And I had an alien romance, but I was like, the girls is not going to feel me on this one. The girls is not going to understand that alien romance has a part of my heart. But then I looked at my shelf again and I said, oh, Oliver, you almost missed out. But it would have been me and the rest of the people watching this video that missed out, because you, my good sir, you are it. Oliver is a silent but steady man. This man has gone through losing his brother, who I don't believe that they were twins, but like they shared everything in life to one another, to where you couldn't tell them apart. And so he has been struggling this entire time until he meets, I want to say her name is Emery. And so he meets Emery, and he's like woken up, and he's like, I truly thought that I was alone in the world because my person left me. My brother left me, and I never thought I would be whole again. And he meets Emery, and he's like, I literally could not see myself without you, and I want to be what you need from me. I want to bring you into my world. I want you to meet my family. I want us to grow together, and want me to be able to come out of my turmoil, because you've seen me at my worst, and I want to be able to give you my best. That is the type of man that Oliver is. Now for P, I'm going to make a little bit of an exception, because there's absolutely no way that I was going to go through the ABCs of love and not have Prince mentioned from Love Radio. This is a young adult romance by Ebony Liddell. Now hear me out. I understand that Prince is a young adult. However, Ebony Liddell wrote this character for all of us. She wrote it for the grown women that would have wanted to have puppy love like this. Prince is raised with good stock. This young man is far exceeding the grown men and the dates that they plan, right? This young man takes her on a bookish adventure where he is buying books for her. Yes, where is he getting the coins? Not my business. But he is going to a bookstore before the bookstore is ever open to make sure that she gets to experience the bookish date of her dreams. He, has acts of service in the fact that he takes down her hair. He makes sure to listen to her radio show and to always be supportive of her. This young man is a king, and for that reason and so much more, he is on the ABCs of love, of romance, because he is the supreme book boyfriend for my young adults. Like, He is what I want my niece to be able to find at her young age. I want my young queens to be able to find their own prince. Like, he is truly, I said that his name is Prince, but truly he is a young king. So for P, I'm choosing Prince from Love Radio. Now let's go ahead and go into R. Now, if y'all didn't think that this was going to be on the list, you're mistaken. So I want y'all to pause this video right now and tell me what you think the R is, because if y'all are not saying Rome Martin from Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop, I don't know who the R is that you're thinking of. You were saying Rome, right? Like, it was Rome, because y'all, this man here, first of all, he's down bad at his friends. I think that he is in the wedding party. I think that he is the best man. Now, this is a whole bunch of mess. I'm going to go ahead and state that right now. The best man is jonesing for the ex-girlfriend of the groom, and the groom is marrying the ex-girlfriend's sister. Yes, it sounds complicated, but what's not complicated is the way that Rome feels for Janelle. Rome said, I want you to just relax, baby. I know that they stressing you out. Your sister is being the bridezilla from hell. Don't worry. I'm going to rent out a yacht, and I'm going to allow you to read and just soak up the suns. And I just want to be able to be whatever you need. You need a few nights of passion just to release all of the tension. I'm your guy. Use and abuse me however you see fit. Yeah, I've actually liked you the entire time. I was just being respectful, but all bets are off. Rome Martin, supreme book boyfriend. The only R that would be on this list. The next one comes in a very, very small package. Y'all could be like, you didn't even have enough time to even get to know the guy before you claimed that he was your book boyfriend. Baby, set is it. Let's go ahead and appreciate this cover. Like, the man is delicious. I would reasonably lick the sweat off his chest. This chest right here. Set is everything to me. Him and his brothers. Because his brother Ja could have been on this list, but he wasn't bumping out Julian. Now, Set, this has been my man. If we ever had to talk about them boys series, just know y'all can have Ja and y'all can have Shu, but Set is mine. Him and his woman have been friends with benefits for 3 years. And he said, I'm tired of playing with you, mama. Your kids are grown. Let's also be grown and make grown decisions. So let's be together, because I don't want to wait for you any longer. Like, if Alexandria House wanted to, like, bless us with another epilogue for this, I will pay for the Kickstarter. Like, let me know, because Set is my man. All of these other guys, I will tell you, have been unproblematic. I've loved them. They are stand-up gentlemen that I would recommend to any woman. Like, any one of these book boyfriends is one that you could bring home to mama. But Truth, no. He just sneaky link. That he real loud with his. This man is toxic as toxic can be, and I love it. So I want you to know, when I say you he's book boyfriend, I don't mean he your actual boyfriend until I read book 2. Now this one, it doesn't have a cliffhanger in my opinion. They together, they rocking. He did what he needed to do. But when I tell you that truth is a problem, y'all don't know. This man said, I don't care if you have a man. I know that he not treating you right, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to flaunt it in your face. Yeah, I'm sneaky linking with you, but I'm being real loud and disrespectful. Truth said, you mine. And I'm going to let your man know every single time. Every time he see me, he going to know that I'm breaking down your walls. Like, Truth is toxic, but he's the truth. And I absolutely love everything about this book. So this is literally known as When He's Not There. That's the title of this book. This man is the T. Now, let's go ahead and move on to You. Now, I know y'all probably like, Lisa, ain't no way you found a You. I did. His name is Ulysses. And this is from Candy Shop. Now, this is another Kenya Gory Bell. And I know I said I wasn't going to duplicate authors, but I had to put Angel on the list, and I did not have another U. U is a very difficult name to find for me, and so Ulysses had to be here. And I'm just not realizing that Kenya's on here twice. That's my business. Don't ask me no questions. I won't be taking no comments. Ulysses is very interesting because he is a sheriff, and you would think that he ain't causing a ruckus, but him and Candy are tearing up the town. This is where crazy meets crazy, and I love it. So again, very similar to Truce, and when he's not there, Candy shop is toxic because Ulysses and Candy are both toxic together, and I have a great time here. Ulysses is like, oh, yeah, I actually am the sheriff of this town, and I'm going to lock you up. And when I lock you up and I take you into my custody, I can do what I want with you, and you're going to like it. That's the type of energy and the type of time that they on. And Candy said, oh, that's cool, because, baby, I'm going to give you a reason to put me in cuffs. These two are a terribly good time. And Ulysses is like, it don't matter if the whole world don't think we need to be together. It doesn't matter that my side of the town with my family don't like your family, and we've been feuding for years. You actually is my woman. I don't care what you do. You the reason why I don't have no daddy and that the town hates me. But you know what? That's all right, because I claimed you. We gonna be together. We just gonna be rocking and rolling. Ulysses is that guy, and that's why he's on this list. Now, I'm going to keep going because at this point, my battery is dying. V is Vincent from the Kiss Countdown. Now, Vincent, I love him for a lot of reasons. One, he was like, I'm going to follow your lead wherever you want to go. You want to up the ante and say, okay, you want to meet my family in this fake dating relationship? Cool. Whatever. Bet. You need to move in the house with me and we need to pretend? Cool. I'm going to rock with you. You said we engaged? Oh, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, like, he's like, whatever type of time you on, I'm on. Vincent is so smart. He is so caring, and he's perfect. This is fake dating made real, and this is the best fake dating relationship I have ever seen. And partly it's because Vincent was with the shits. So at an Easton Kiss Countdown, V is for Vincent. When I told y'all I had a book on here that I hadn't read, but I knew that I was going to love him. Yeah, that's going to be Winter from Winter's Eve, Then, Now, and Always. Now, I met him with his brother Snow King. Now, Winter King, I know that I'm going to love him because he is in a relation. Well, he is trying to win his wife back. Now, he and her have had a tumultuous past, which I am very interested to read. But this is 580 pages. I'm trying to put this next on my list. This is something that I do want to start reading this month. But I can tell you that Winter, he ain't been right since Eve has left him. Like, they are divorced, but the love is still there. Winter is a wonderful brother to Snow and to North. Winter is definitely a man of his word. He is true to the business, and I know that he is going to fight tooth and nail to get Eve back. And so I am very interested to see what this is. And I can already tell you that I'm going to love him just by the chemistry between the two. So for that, I'm going to already claim that he's my book boyfriend before ever reading him. So W is for Winter, and that's just that. Now for X, I'm going to choose Xavier from the Partner Plot. I chose Xavier for a number of reasons. One, he loves this woman, Violet, and he wants to do anything that he can to be back with her. Now, they get fake married in Vegas. They originally believe that they're married, but they realize they never actually went through with the ceremony. It was just a fake practice. And so he's like, okay, well, actually, I do want to be with you, and let's go ahead and see this through and see how it works out. You tell your family, I tell my family, and we commit to the bit. Now, this entire time, he's calling her my wife, my wife, my wife, because he truly feels that way. And he wants to follow her lead. She said, okay, well, we're going to sell it to our family and we're going to try to make it work. And he's like, whatever you need from me, I'm going to do. And he is so secure in his manhood to the fact that she makes more money than him. And he's like, that's not no problem. Like, most men will be like, actually, I feel uncomfortable. He's like, no, that's cool. Like, I respect you. I respect your position. I respect that, I'm here with you regardless. If you need me to do something, I'm going to do it. And that is what I like. Like, I like that there's no competition. Now, for why? I'm choosing Yarn from Shadowlands Omega by Elizabeth Stevens. This one, whoo-wee. Yarn is the king of his land, but he's like, oh, you my queen. I'm gonna bow down to you and only you. I'm going to sacrifice myself for you. I am going to be your king, but I'm also going to be your servant. Like, this man truly understood the value of a good woman, and he was going to go to the ends of earth for her. Like, he was going to tear up the streets in her honor. Now we're coming down to the final letter in the alphabet, which is Z, and for that I'm going to choose Zeno from King's Distraction by Aisha Bree. I really love that we're ending this video with Zeno because he is one of the most recent book boyfriends that I have read, and I really do appreciate how he showed up for his female main character, because this man was going through his own devastation with his company, and he was like, my woman needs me. I'm going to hop on a plane. I am going to be there for her. And when he met her, he knew that she was carrying a lot of weight. She was dealing with her father being in the hospital, and he was like, I know exactly what you need. Let's go ahead and get in this closet and let me go ahead and work out the stress that is on you. Let me make sure that you understand that I love being with you, not only for what you do and support for my business, because she was a sommelier and he owned the winery. And he's like, not only what you do, I am attracted to your mind, I'm attracted to your body, I'm attracted to your spirit, and I want to be able to give myself to you in a way that I've never given myself to a woman. Because Zeno has never sought out love. He's always sought out business ventures, and he really decides that this woman is the woman that he needs to help his empire grow. And I really appreciate Zeno, and I can't wait to read more from him in the rest of Aisha Bree's story. So that is going to end my alphabet. And so these are the ABCs of romance for book boyfriends from me. Do me a favor, like I said, leave me a male main character that you love with a name I, or leave me a main character that you fell in love with in a romance with a name that starts with an N. And if you don't want to do any of that, leave me the letter of the alphabet that starts with your name, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to go look at some of the other collaborators down below, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.